Good morning. Yeah, we were so lucky this morning because 7 News anchor Dave Lucas, decades of experience reporting and anchoring here in D.C. to debrief the NATO summit. And so what kind of stood out for you over the past few days?
Well, first of all, because they're picking everything up right now, you can hear that's going on. This is my neighborhood, and so I'm sort of happy to see this because it's getting back to normal. A couple of things stood out. There was the conference itself, which was a huge success by any objective measure. But then, of course, sort of the capper last night was the presidential news conference. And in that, you saw what you wanted to out of it. If you were a Biden supporter, he was in charge, he was in command. Yeah, he confused names there, but he does that. It's not the first time. If you're opposed to him, and apparently there are going to be a number of members of Congress who are going to today say that they can't back his reelection campaign, it was not enough, and it's just sort of symptomatic of what's been going on for a long time now. On balance, though, I think it was probably a success both for NATO and both for Joe Biden.
And that was kind of the conversation. I mean, no matter what happened inside of those walls, the world was watching, and the conversation was really around President Biden and his reelection.
It was. There's no question about that. And NATO took great pains yesterday. The outgoing Secretary General Stoltenberg made a big point of saying all the things that they got done, and not the least of which was a significant increase in the amount of aid to go to Ukraine. President Zelensky was here. I think that helped. It showed an Atlantic alliance that was very much on the same page and very much in opposition to Vladimir Putin and Russia.
I remember President Biden saying that the world leaders were telling them how thankful that they were for that conversation. He tried to talk about his accomplishments over the years, but the question still came back to, are you concerned about your legacy? And he said, I'm here to get the job done.
He's here to get the job done, and by all accounts they did. Now we'll see what happens, because this was the sort of the centerpiece, and the rest of the discussion was in the background. That discussion about the president's future moves now to the forefront, and how he, the White House, and the Republicans who meet next week in convention handle it will be the next part of this story.
Back to what's happening out here. I mean, even though a lot of the world leaders are leaving or have left, we can still kind of feel the impact that's left over here.
No question about that. This was about as high a security event as you will ever see in this place, because it stretched over so many places. There's still a significant number, I understand, of folks from NATO who went with the First Lady up to Camp David. So they're taking their air in the Catoctin Mountains in Maryland right now.
7 News anchor Dave Lucas, thank you for joining us. For now, I send things back to you.